Hello friends, welcome to my channel Namrata's Mantra. We are on Sri Lanka tour and reach Sigiriya, Lion Rock, that is a fort, an ancient fort built 1500 years. Three historic remains are found around this fort hill. There are 1200 steps we are going to climb. This fort was built by King Kashapa 1500 years ago. As you can see, the water all around the fort for protection. We are at the base of Sigiriya mountain fort, and the complete mountain was surrounded by a deep water trench to protect against enemy. Archaeological evidence indicates that the area surrounding Sigiriya has been inhabited since prehistoric time, dating back to 3000 BC. Moreover, many rock shelters and caves in the vicinity were used by Buddhist monks as early as 3rd century BC. Despite the rich history, Sigiriya is perhaps best known for its transformation into a palace, fortress, and pleasure garden by King Kashapa in the 5th century CE. Remains can be seen all around. What you see behind was an ancient garden, and there were water fountains and everything inside that. The engineering and construction technique at Sigiriya were far ahead of their time. The city was built with highly sophisticated water management system using surface and subsurface hydraulic water supply system throughout the palaces and gardens. In fact, some of these water retaining structures are still functional today, a testament to the advanced engineering skills of the builders. And this is the imposing view of Sigiriya rising majestically 200 meters above the Sri Lankan landscape. Sigiriya is an ancient city built on a megalithic rock that has puzzled mankind for centuries. This remote wonder, located in the Matale district, Sigiriya is UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it is considered to be eighth wonder of the world. In front of the rock, this is the fountain garden. You can see the water around and ancient remains. Sigiriya rock itself is a lava plug left over from an ancient, long extinct volcano. Not only that, this archaeological complex of Sigiriya is identified as Golden Lanka of Demon King Ravana. It is once in lifetime experience as we approach the main entrance of the Sigiriya rock complex. We are amazed by the ancient ruins surrounded by water, gardens, and ponds. Lead our vision to the 5th century CE and wonder, was it a work of ancient humans or they were created by cosmic superpowers? One after another, many gardens and ponds are seen on both sides of the pathway. So, who built Sigiriya, Ravana or Kashyapa? It is from the archaeological evidence and history of Sri Lanka. It is believed that King Kashyapa came to power after killing his father, King Dattusena, in 477 CE. But his brother Moghlana escaped to India. Fearing attack from Moghlana, Kashyapa shifted his capital from Anuradhapura to Sigiriya and went on to construct the citadel and the surrounding city of the Sigiriya. Moghlana returned to Sri Lanka in 495 CE. Kashyapa was killed in a battle and his brother Moghlana became king of Anuradhapura. After this, Sigiriya was abandoned and only inhabited by the Buddhist monks. Not many stone boulders are there and cave-like structures. As we approach the Sigiriya hill and gain elevation, passing through archways formed by boulders, remains of strong fortification walls, retracing the steps followed by King Kashapa and his army, an ever-changing landscape which draws thousands of visitors to Sigiriya all around the year. And all around the base of Sigiriya, the boulders and caves formed by boulders was home to prehistoric man, and many paintings and murals can be seen in the cave shelters. It is thought that after King Kashyap's death, the Sigiriya rock was used as Buddhist monastery, and around 1400 CE it was totally abandoned. Only it was rediscovered by British Army Major Jonathan Forbes in 1831 CE, while he was riding the area on a horseback. After a few years later, extensive research and excavation was carried out by archaeologists. They unearthed extensive ruins at the base of hill and the top of plateau of the hill. Though the Sigiriya rock and remains of ancient ruins were rediscovered by Major Jonathan Forbes in 1831 CE, the attention of archaeologists and antiquarians was drawn to the ruins and fort, but actual archaeological work started in year 1890 by H.C.P. Bell, who was British civil servant and the first commissioner of archaeology of Sri Lanka. He carried out excavation of Sigiriya up to 1912 and claimed to dig treasures hidden in the ruins of Sigiriya and shipped them to England. Come to think of it, the golden Lanka of Ravana was taken to England, and what we are left here we are the boulders, baked bricks passing through the archways, boulders, ancient steps, iron ladders, and railings. We have reached middle plateau of Singaria, and this is where things get interesting. Many ancient royal ruins are seen around, but what draws your attention is the strong fortification and the strong gateway to the citadel, built in a shape of sitting line. Both the side of the main gate of fort was of line or intact. Complex structure of lion's head and body is collapsed, but King Kashyapa, 1500 years ago, built the citadel fort, which was built so strong that it was impenetrable. This lion staircase takes us to the top of citadel. Now series of iron ladders and supports railings are placed and metallic screens are placed by archaeological department. Just imagine, originally steps were cut onto the upward vertical rising granite stone. Many places they are intact now, and you can understand how difficult it might have been to climb the fort. Now after nicely made steps also it is not easy. This is what has puzzled the modern mankind. How they might have done this 1500 years ago, what technique they had to cut these stones and how they carried all the material to the top of the fort to build such a massive palaces and royal buildings. Look at the rock cut steps below the metallic steps used now and also on side small steps can be seen used by the ancient people. So you can see it's not easy task to climb this hill, but it may not be difficult during ancient time as they said to possess technique to fly and they had Mayavi Shakti or superpower. Even Ravana had his fleet of aeroplanes. This is a bird's eye view from Sigiriya rock of the surrounding area. You can see lot of water bodies and other hills can be seen. Finally, we have step on top of famous Sigiriya. What we see on top are the extensive, well-planned ruins of ancient King Kasyapa's capital city, who ruled Sri Lanka from 477 to 495 CE. The layout with many royal palaces, residential complexes, fortification, water ponds and lakes, rainwater harvesting system, gardens and breathtaking surrounding landscape. From top southern side base of fort has man-made water reservoir supplying water to the gardens and protecting moat all around the hill. The technology used to build the settlement on top was far advanced. Now also it is not sure how the material required for such royal complexes was taken to top. No wonder the Sigiriya is called eighth wonder of the world. There are many stories regarding King Kashyapa and Sigiriya. Many believe that he used Sigiriya as his pleasure palace. As per record, he married 21 women. But well before King Kashyapa, from 3rd century BC, the Sigiriya was used by Buddhist monks. But the citadel fort was built during Kashyapa's period. All of these elements create unique complex, alluring hundreds of tourists every day. In Sigiriya, one is able to witness harmonic combination of natural and human efforts, resulting in highly impressive and highly peculiar sight. It was wonderful experience trekking the Sigiriya Hill Fort, but many questions remains unanswered. Who were they? How strong the ancient humans were? Just imagine climbing just once. With now all this modern arrangement is so tiring. An ancient time, they must be riding on the horseback from one place to other, and they have to climb these hills on the foot, carrying loads of material up and down. Having last look at the mighty Lion's Gateway of Sigiriya Fort, we have started our journey back to base. Many more remains, ruins and cave shelters, cave painting and ancient steps make this trekking to Sigiriya a non-forgettable experience. As we start descending the Sigiriya, following the ancient pathways, the side walls of pathways were plastered and were mirror finished. Caves had a painting resembling the Ajanta caves of India, Maharashtra. These massive ruins of ancient settlement and the hill fort Sigiriya reminds us 550 plus hill forts built by Maratha King Shivaji Maharaja and the ancient Indian kings in Sahyadri range of Maharashtra. We have come down from other side and there is a cave called Asna cave and you can see Asna means sleeping arrangement and there are beds inside them for taking rest. Now it is under renovation and many boulders form the archways and protection for this hill fort. This was also way to the fort on top, but we have come out from here. It's time to say goodbye to King Kashyapa and Sigiriya. We are moving on to the Golden Temple of Dambula and cave temples on top of the hill. Do subscribe and like my channel to view more.